I had something I was going to say at the start, didn't I? And then I got distracted. I'll figure it out. I don't know. I don't know when I'll figure it out, but I'll figure it out. In theory. What? Greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. That's becoming automatic. I don't know if I like that. First, a word from our sponsor. I'm not sponsored. I just supposed to do this because I've forgotten almost every single time. So I'm doing it first. Gotta push all the buttons.
November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. I support pancreatic cancer research in memory of my brother, Daniel. You can change the course of pancreatic cancer for all of us by supporting research. Research for Daniel, research for those we've lost, research for patients, research for all of us. Donate today at pancan.org.
I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I'll get this right eventually, just not now. Oh. What pics? The ones from today? Pics we're talking about. Instagram? It's the only time I've done pictures. I'm fatigued. But not so bad that I can't do this. In fact, this is my break. I feel strange. This is my break today because I've been doing stuff all day because, as usual, my apartment complex building, whatever you want to call it, has a annual inspection of the apartments. Mine is not good. Mine is in worse shape now than earlier. It looks like something exploded in here. Nothing did, but I've had to move a lot of things, and now there's just a mess I get to deal with after this. Before they all show up tomorrow morning. But now we will do whiskey. Then we will deal with BS. First, I see names. Sugar Kitty Meow. Yes, and please lick the like and like the lick. No matter how it tastes, it helps pay the medical bills. It does. I really wish that was a thing that could be enacted. Like YouTube was every time you get a like, you get a quarter or something. That would be nice. Oh well. Of course, then people could just like and unlike over and over again. But, you know, Stacy sent us. Hi, Stacy. Hi. She had guests on today, yeah? I glanced in there, but I wasn't. Well, you can't see it, but oh, it looks like a mess in here. My bedroom has never looked cleaner, though. And there's not as much crap in the closet in there anymore. I officially got, was it 11? 11 bags of clothes out of my bedroom. Still quite a few left, sadly. Jim Jazz, good evening. Good evening. Music Maestro, shoot. I've been listening to music all day, so that was an afterthought right there. Oh yeah. You know, if you can hear the music, if it's too loud, too soft, too metal. No, it's not going to happen here. I can't hear it because my speakers are too low. Ooh. There it is. Wasn't sure anything was going to happen. Okay. There is no real plan tonight because life. But I can't say that my father is going to be doing some new treatment soon. But it's going to be even more complicated, unfortunately. No, it's not chemo, so let's just put that off the menu. Kathy Hugh, hello. Hey. Welcome. Oh, give it to me. Actually, no, you don't. No, you've given me stuff already, and you are actually hand delivery-ish. So what am I talking about? There we go. That's slow intro. What? Sorry. I'm doing a special uncorking tonight. That was the plan. Vaguely. It is the week of Thanksgiving in the United States. The States, if you will. United States. But look what we have. Do that. But we have a rare breed. I haven't had a rare breed on my shelf in a hot minute, so this is my brother's fault. First of all. He didn't buy it for me. But it's his fault. Well, that's what I was going to say. I have sneezed more times today than I think I have in the past 3 years. Together. Today. I've sneezed so many goddamn times. I can almost feel like it's happening again, which is why I was reminded. But yeah, cleaning. Even with the mask on. Doesn't freaking matter. Rob Smith, hello. Welcome. I like names. Do the things. Be a YouTuber. Push things, do stuff. Be a YouTuber. Push things, do stuff. Got it. Nailed it. Here is the rare breed. My brother was actually doing a tasting of a new... Well, I don't know if new is the right word, but there's a... Was it brown butter? Brown butter. Some kind of flavored whiskey, except it is 40%. It's like brown sugar, butter brown sugar, or something like that. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I had a sip of it, and I've had it before just by accident via cocktail. It was actually pretty good, but it is very butterscotchy, and it is flavored, and I couldn't figure out where it's from. It doesn't say. It says it's from Missouri, I believe, or Indiana. It's not Indiana. If it was in Indiana, maybe it was, and I forgot. It said bottled and produced by, or some weird stuff like that. You could look it up, but you could look it up if I remember what it's called, which I don't remember. Anyway, point is, it's distractible. Point is, my brother was at this liquor store pouring samples of that for people, and he wanted me to... Brown sugar bourbon. That sounds about right, but it has someone's name on it. Oh, that's right, Taffers. Ha! I have the word Taffer in my brain for other reasons, but Taffer is brown sugar bourbon thing. So you can look it up now. But it is 40%, so it is whiskey. And I don't understand if it's flavored or not, and I don't know who actually makes it. There's a lot of, like, things that make me go, but it tastes fine. It's really, really sweet, but it would work great in a cocktail. And I've had it in a cocktail by accident before I even knew what it was. And it was good. Point is, when I was in that liquor store that he was pouring samples at, look what I saw on the shelf. It's like $55, I think, which is, more than I care to put on my credit card, but I did it anyway. I have impulse control problems. I did see I saw 2 larceny barrel proofs there too. They were hidden, like in the back, and it was the recent one. So C923, is that what it would be? That sounds about right. I didn't buy those because obviously I don't have any money and I shouldn't be buying any whiskey right now. But I can't stop myself, especially when it's right in front of my face. So that seemed like a good option. There might have been a few others that I was curious about. Nice little store. Might go back someday, but they didn't have if I go to a liquor store, it needs to have a whiskey section. I go in there, it's like, whoa! This had a part of an aisle that had one small aisleway that had whiskey on it, mostly bourbons, some rye, some Canadian. The smallest section of Irish whiskey I've ever seen in my life in a liquor store. And they had redbreast there, so I don't know. Okay, good, you got that. Limited amount of scotch. We're talking like this much shelf space of scotch, and that's it. I'm not complaining, it felt weird. It's like, there should be so much more here. And yet there isn't. Yes. It's I'd rather pay less. I could easily see this for $45 or $50. It probably was at one point. $50 for this, I would say do it. But it costs more now. And knowing that, and in all likelihood that things will just cost more and more later, I made the decision, an executive decision, that since this is Thanksgiving week, I'm getting back to what I was supposed to talk about, I promise. Since it's Thanksgiving week, we have a bottle of the rare breed now. Why am I... What's happening with me? Ellie Chambers, hello. Been helping me out today. I have plans. I have big plans. There's stuff going on. And it has to do with the auction. The silent auction that's going on. It is being... I can't do 2 things at once. Let's just be real. Don't make me do that. I cannot do 2 things properly at the same time. So what I've done, and what I asked Irene about, make sure it's okay, is that the silent auction is going to run until the end of December. well, 24th, Christmas Eve, because it may be a perfect gift for family or friends for all of you to get a tasting with every tan. So that's how long this is going to take. It's going to go for a while now. Gives you plenty of time. I finally, with the help of Emily Chambers, started to figure out a way to do bids without having to email. There's a link I can send you. I'm going to post it here in December so you can follow it. I could post it in chat now. Could I? I'm not quite sure. I remember if I have it open at all anywhere. Oh, it's in Discord, isn't it? Hold on. If you're actually interested in the silent auction and you would like to place a bid, I am going to find the link I had. I hope this works. That looks like it. Ah, crap. I have it, but now how do I clear it? How do I send it? Damn. Alright, this is a test run. If someone could look in this and make sure it's there, at least with this link, that would be nice. Or I could be a smart monkey and just copy this, because that is not a giant line of stuff. I got it, I think. I'm just going to type silent auction. Silent auction link. There. So you have that. For those of you here who are here early, you have access to the silent auction link that has just been created today, hours ago. So if you would like to get in to the possibility of getting a tasting for 4 people, you and 3 of your friends, or just 4 other people because you want to be that generous, there it is. You fill in that information, you agree that you will do the stuff, and if you win, if your bid is the highest, then we're good. No more just email me crap, because that doesn't work for me either. I wouldn't want to have to bid by being like, okay, here you go, here's type out email, blah, blah. So that's it. Click the link, fill it out with your bid. Done, 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 done. Thank you for all the clicky clicks. I like that. Larceny Barrel Proof C923. Good idea. Glad you suggested. Let me know who it is, because I can always go back. I appreciate Emily Chambers. I was at a loss for how to do that. And then you were like, but what about Google Documents? And I went, oh yeah, that does stuff, doesn't it? I don't do this much. I have a whole thing set up for the GoFundMe being finished, and the whole raffle thing to make it all fair and everything. I've been using that. Didn't dawn on me that I can use it for other things, because that's like spreadsheet, and I hate looking at it. But blah. It will work, I hope. Yes. Let me know how it is, Rob Smith, because I could go buy it. I won't. I still have the one from the middle of the year, so I'm not going to try to get another. I am not like other channels who are just buying all of them. That's bonkers. Chris Jenkins, cheers. Hello. Welcome. I haven't poured any whiskey, and it's been 15 minutes, because it took 15 minutes for me to explain what the hell is happening. I'm opening a rare breed. That's what's happening. Now I have the wrong thing open over here. There we go. Oh. Did I? With a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends. Little help from my friends. ASMR whiskey. Hello. Should I get closer to the microphone? I didn't feel weird at all. The only ASMR I have is just opening a cork on the videos. I can make that noise with my mouth, so it's not as fancy. Why do I have to have weird ideas like this? All right, so here you go. ASMR whiskey, great idea. That you can do, I might, probably not. Go through all the videos you've ever done, or just find other videos of people opening corks. And just have a whole video of just cork noises. Varieties, the squeaky ones that don't open very easily. Where is this thing I'm looking for here? This is gonna hit me hard because it's 58%, right? Yeah, 58.4. I've had 0 alcohol for, hang on, a few days actually, which is a little surprising. Trying to think. Takes a while. Nope, lost my train of thought. Okay. I was talking about corks, and then I got distracted by the idea, and then there's something else. There, finally. Oh yeah, I haven't drank anything in a few days. There we go. I found it. Diageo. Squeaky, squeaky, squeak. There you go. I hate that noise. Sorry I put you through that. Damn, there's still some plastic at the bottom. Ugh. I'm realizing the reason I haven't had any alcohol in a day or two is because I had my injection. So it was what? Well, it's been a whole day. Never mind. I forgot I drank anything on Friday. But that was just one drink, one solid drink. But let's check. Is it still pinkish? Probably is. It feels still warm. Blah. Diageo. How dare you? Ready? Careful, it's gonna be a little close to the mic. Has a nice little cork of its own here. A teeny tiny one. Looks like a nipple. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Just a touch. I have my tiny Glencairn because I'm gonna pace myself. I have other things I will be doing tonight, and probably up very, 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 very annoyingly late, attempting to get anything done. Blarg. Here we go. Look at beautiful. Perfect. Almost perfect. I still like it a little darker, but this is really good. Really good. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. Please let me know what's in your glass. Whatever it is. Oh, yes, and please, the thumbs. All the thumbs. Let me push the thing to do the thing. Here we go. Hi. Yay, do the thing. We're very close to 800 subscribers, is it? We're right there. I can see it. I'm looking at it. No, that's the mess of my apartment. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. So much brown sugar. Ugh. And it's a good amount of oak. Feels like a wood shop. It's like there's a wood shop and it's next to a bakery. Whoa. Good amount of cinnamon too. I don't remember it being like that. Z-Man, hello, cheers, welcome. Cheers, brother. Not as pink as Friday. Yeah, well, thankfully. It is going away slowly. I don't know if I should consider that an allergic reaction, but I'm fairly certain it's just because of my skin condition. My, not a fan. It went, oh, what's this? We're gonna cause you a great deal of discomfort for days, because I got that done on Wednesday. Wednesday got jabbed. Thursday was out of commission for most of the day, on and off, just mostly being asleep. Didn't feel as bad as I have in the past. Very important. I expected to feel much, much worse. And then Friday I was mostly functional, but still felt kind of meh. So I didn't go exercise. I wanted to, but I knew I wouldn't. Made me sad. First sip of whiskey in a whole day. Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff, man. I'm alive. Ow. Smith, hello. With your new badge. With the official badge. You're now officially a member. There will be a member thing at the end of the stream. So anyone who got their membership on this Friday, you should see your name. I changed the rank names too. So anyone who's just joined is now new make, because you're a new member. It made sense, new make. then what was the other one? Our new make is for the rank. So if you join for the lowest rank, your new make. So it's like $2, I think. And then the second one is single malt. And then the next one, I did this earlier today, so it's in there somewhere. New make, single malt, cask strength. Oh, and I had to think over the fourth one, so now it's not in there. Blast. But if you're the highest tier, monetarily wise, you are called something else. I don't remember what. But it was a good one. It was one I settled on as a good name. But I remember the first three. Those were fairly easy to do. New make, single malt, cask strength. Nope, don't remember. But I changed it because I realized that I was doubling up on the whole Star Trek-y vibe. You had ranks. And I realized that also took up a lot of space for the memberships because I figure I'm going to have more. I already do have more members of YouTube on here than I do patrons. By the way, I have a Patreon. I'm getting pretty good at that, aren't I? Just, you don't even see it coming. What was I saying? Memberships. Memberships. Yes, there are more. There's like 20-something odd people now. It's crazy. Granted, most of them were donated by a certain someone who tends to catch me off guard with that. But if you stick around, your name stays up there. If you don't, well, you get removed, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Ugh, don't you? Don't you? Yes, Patreon. Thank you. Thank you, sure. Appreciate that. It's a thing. Chris Jenkins, hello. If I didn't say so already, I might have. It's not great. There's a lot going on in my head, and I'm barely even controlling it. What was I going to say? Memberships, yes. So you should have memberships, names on the end, and I still can't remember what the highest tier is now. There's at least one of you who is the highest tier. But I don't remember what I changed it to. Oh god, it's going to annoy me. If you can check for me, that'd be cool. And if you could also pick that rank. No, don't do that. But if you can tell me what it is, that would help, since I know the other three. Hazmat would have been a good one. I didn't think about that. I was trying to go along the lines of whiskey terms, like general terms. New make being the lowest tier, which I believe is $2. And then single malt, because people like single malts, and I think that was 5? And then I think I went to 10 and then 25. I really don't remember, because I filled out all that information very quickly when I first got monetized. Like, do it! Make it so it works, please. I should be getting my first monetization stuff from YouTube this week if all goes well. Apparently I didn't freaking fill out something, give them the right information or some nonsense. Anyway, it should be cleared up soon. Does it still say that? Because it's not supposed to. Well, it might be going through a phase. I changed it earlier, but I get the sneaking suspicion that it might need to be cleared somehow. Just in case. I know they would do that. Let me check. There's also the possibility that I changed it and then didn't say save, because I've done that before. I'm checking now. Wow, look at all your members. I got an achievement thanks to you guys. I now have 20 members, so I got an achievement. That's good. I mean, that's true. That's a good achievement to have. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's spicy. It's so good though. Owie! This is never easy to figure out. Huh. Well, it's still the same. Well, I'm changing it, except I don't remember what the last... You know what it is? I wonder. I wonder if... I started making them. Like I just rattled off the first 3 that I had. And then I bet I got distracted about figuring out what the last one was. And then I stood up and walked away and completely forgot to finish it. That I can see myself doing very easily. So one other thing I want to do, well, it's probably gone now. The other thing I have to do is now open up the giant 21, 12, 23 now tabs that I had open. But it doesn't look like it was there. What am I even doing with my life? I don't even know. All right, new make with single malt. Pull in. Like, I like the idea of hazmat, but that's more of an online word, or one that's used for just having stupidly high proof stuff, which I don't really like that much. Unless it's very, like, has to be very specific type of whiskey. I have one over here that I could try. I don't remember if this is, wait. Cliff, if you're here, I think you are. The main event, is that the one that's dangerous? Or am I thinking of the other one? Single malt. Done. We have... I'm just using the ones I had before. Cast strength. Strength? Strength. I had to think about how to spell it. Strength. And now we got the big rank, which is captain officially, but since I've used those, I use those titles on Patreon. So the tier list there is based on Star Trek stuff, not military like Star Trek stuff. That's the 160 proof, which is not 170. Because wait, oh no, that is the dangerous one. You say proofs and I get confused. Bottle and bond. No, I need to scale it up. That's part of the idea. There's new make, because people who are doing it in $2 are like introductory to whiskey. They have to know what new make is. Well, it helps as an introductory thing to start talking about it. Ooh. Miller Lite palate cleanser. That's one way to do it. If it's good, man. You do it. I don't drink Miller Lite ever. I don't drink cheap beer. No, I don't drink beer much at all. And there's a local brewery that I usually go to because it's there, less than like 10 minutes away. Well, hold on. If anyone is a captain here, you get to weigh in on that. I think I know who is. I only have 25 characters, so there's a limit, 25 characters. Barrel pick implies I can do barrel picks. I thought of doing private select. Because I know I like four roses small batch select, or private. Oh, I looked at this one. Yeah, I was looking at this trying to figure it out because I really like these special goddamn yellow label things. And these are called something. This is the OESO that I was told people really like these ones. Barrel strength. This is like a private select, right? I like Thief. That's a good one. But Thief doesn't imply whiskey. I know what a thief is, and if you're in the whiskey world, you know it. You figure out it's an object that is, well, it's a term for an object that's used to remove whiskey from a barrel for samples, which is, they're always really great to see. They whip those out while you're, whip those out while you're at the in the rick house with a barrel right there. They're like, here you go, this is it, enjoy. And you just drink out of the whole thing. I was a little sad when I did the Maker's Mark tasting, because they did take it out of the barrel in front of us, but they put it in like a container because we were going to sip it later. There was a good reason. I was a little sad. I wanted to like sip whiskey in the rack house, barrel house, whatever. the thing is, they poured it in there and walked us off because they had a whole flight set up of new make through a bunch of their other products. I think it was like new make, Maker's 46, Maker's Cast Strength, very likely. And then possibly one other. Or it was the barrel pull sample they did. I do not remember. Memory is crap. Still trying to think of this last title change. It also has to be something that you'd want to do. Like you're gonna put $25 into this channel every month. What kind of title would you want for that? Lord Cummerbund? No. There'd be too many. There's more than one. That's the other catch. Like you are a member and you get to pick which membership level you want to be. So if you were going to pay $25 every month to be this title, technically, Master Blender, maybe. Blender's an optional one. I think I'm trying to keep it towards the type of whiskey. I think like I'm also like mulling over types of words that are used on bottles, but not the terrible ones like small batch and handcrafted. Like good names. I was gonna ask. I think I was gonna message Irene about it. Be like, hey, if you're going through whiskey and barrels and such, what are you thinking about? What are little key things that stick out? Major Zero, hello. Welcome. Master Debater. I mean, YouTube might not like that. I thought as like a cruel joke, just calling it Blanton's. Just out of sheer humor. But some people might not understand that it's a joke. RB Rye. How's it compared to the Wild Turkey 101 Rye? I've only had the Wild Turkey 101 Rye a while ago. Well, we'll table that for now. Just a strange thing to say, but it's true. Tater. Leaves. Woo. Kilchoman single cast 10-year-old. Trying to stay awake. Oof. Just lean in my brain now. Taterdom, hello. Oh, I saw you pop in here. Hi. Schwelcome. I was distracted in my own head. That happens a lot. And for those of you who are just joining, one, the GoFundMe. I didn't mention this earlier. The GoFundMe is 80% through. We're almost 80% to the goal. We got 1 week left as of today. So a week from now, the raffle will be happening at this time. So make sure if you've entered that you are here, because that's the easiest way to find out if you won or not. And I will contact the person when they do. It's just, a little tricky. I don't think GoFundMe asks for emails, technically. It's mostly trying to narrow it down. Excuse me, why? I sat down. I haven't really sat down all day. My body's like, oh, finally. He's drinking whiskey. We can take a nap now. Whiskey from the best view. Hold on. Welcome. The crafter single blank. Yeah. The Blantons would be just a joke. Because we all know how much I love Blantons. I would like to actually... This is their dumb thing. I like the idea... I've said this before. I like the idea of managing to get every single horsey, every one, by having Blanton's bottles that I never bought. So, it would have to somehow magically happen through what I'm doing. And right now I only have one. I would have had two, except it broke. I mean, technically it still works, but it's broken. The cork broke, not the actual horse. What's sad is I believe that was the barrel or the bottle I liked. Yeah, that's why I finished it. It was a good one. I had, once upon a time, 2 Blantons. So I got 2 already. 2 Blantons. One of them was the good one. The other one was the not good one. I still have the other one. That is the not good one. Should anyone ever want to try it. So yeah, if I ever do get all those horses, it'll be completely by accident. That would be funny to me. And the unfortunate truth, the bitter truth. I actually like Buffalo Trace. Drinking them, not keeping them. What am I thinking about Stag? Is that Buffalo Trace too, or am I just making that up in my head? Because there are a lot of different Buffalo Traces I am not after and I would not want to actually buy. What's the Pappies is the one people talk about a lot. What are the other ones? There are a lot of random names going through my head. E.H. Taylor. Really like that stuff. There's one behind me, thank you. Excuse me. Let's make a noise in the hallway. Oof. I mean, if I'm honest, I've never raked leaves. I mean, if I have, I don't remember. But for sure, I did never do that. I had to mow the lawn once upon a time. That sucked. Also, if anyone's looking at me and going, wow, what's happened to him? He's lost it. He's all scraggly. No Shave November. To also bring attention to cancer awareness. So I'm doing all of it right now. Pancreatic cancer, GoFundMe, this not shaving thing, and it just looks awful. It doesn't feel as bad, but it looks awful. And the silent auction, which has only started to roll out officially today, once we finally narrowed down how to have people enter it easily. Tour guide, bottle, Cooper, master distiller. That's a possibility. I feel like it's in there. Like the name of the last one is around. I just haven't gotten to it. And the ones I have right now are simple. New make, single malt, cast strength, and then feels like the last one should show up and it's not there. It's like it's in a fog. Anyhow. Oh, the other big important moves. Irene Tan will be on the channel next Friday. Well, sorry, this Friday. Surprise. So I will be talking with her about some of the stuff that's been happening. Specifically, her now being a blender at Crowd and Barrel. That's the big thing. That's settled in my head a little bit, but it's also like, good God, man. What's next? Ugh. I'm currently trying to worm my way into the becoming a sage. Is that what it is now on Discord? There's a lot going on with Whiskey Tribe right now, and it's just kind of holding on. I feel like I'm being not torn, but I have my hand in two things, and I'm trying to be like, okay. Is there anything between single malt and cast strength? I mean, bottle and bond is a possibility. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't land right with me. I don't know why. Because it's an American thing, that's why. Single malt can't technically you think of Scotland initially, but it's now happening in more places in the States. Andalusia also. Anyway, there were a lot of things I'm getting torn in many directions at the same time. 1 being a whiskey som, 2 being a whiskey tube channel, 3 being part of the Whiskey Tribe, 4 being right near Irene Tan's store. So I'm in a very weird, like, I feel like I should do something, but I'm not really sure what. Part of that is getting in on their sagey little meetings, the round table. That's right. That's what they've been talking about, the round table. So if and or when I get involved with that, maybe things will make a little more sense, because I feel like words. I am somewhere in the middle because I'm Whiskey Summit Wizard Academy. It means I'm an entrepreneur making whiskey content on YouTube who's also involved with Whiskey Tribe. See what I'm doing? You see where my mentality is going here? I avoid the taxes, or they avoid the taxes. So I'm involved with the Wizard Academy on one hand, I'm involved with Whiskey Tribe on the other, and I'm involved with whiskey making YouTube stuff as what I'm doing. And that makes me feel like I should be doing something else, but I don't know what. It's very confusing, and all I'm trying to do now is just clean my apartment. That's the main thing I'm thinking about. Blah. Alright, Chambers, thanks for stopping in. Lurk away. You can listen to the dulcet sounds of my voice. I could do something silly with age statements. Like the first rank can be NAS. So if you're the $2 rank member, it's NAS, no age statement. And then we can do... God, what kind of low rank do you see? I can say 7 year just for my own humor. You don't see that very often. Rob Smith sees what I did there. So it's NAS. I'm thinking of bourbons for lower years. What, 2, 4? That's the little nonsense in my head that still isn't quite clear. So honestly, with age statement, I think of 10. Like Eagle Rare is one of the biggies. 10 year. But no age statement, 10 year. Then it would just go to 12 year because that's usually, or 15. Usually people are big on the 15 year. I have a Glenfiddich 15 that's very nice. And then I have something stupid like 27 year, which is the Redbreast 27. That's a thought. Or a 17 year. Zenboot, isn't the, I could turn around, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to hurt my neck. Isn't the, Glendula, that's the 17-year one, the one I got. I will open, hopefully, at 1,000 subscribers. That one's 17 years, yeah? Is that my imagination? Papa KillCo, hello, Dad. Welcome to the madness. I have your favorite wild turkey. Well, rare breed wild turkey. Yes. My father has a story about wild turkey. He made a mistake when he was a young man. With Papa KillCo showing up, GoFundMe. Please check it out. Please tell your friends. We're 80% to the goal. We have 1 week to do it. No pressure. The fact that we're 80% though is like it just happened with a few days, where all of a sudden it went. It surprised me. And if we can get to get to the goal, that'd be great. Then we do the giveaway. Then I can relax for like 2 minutes, and then we get into December, where 1, I'll be doing an advent calendar. It's right there. I think you can see it. And then 2, I'll be drinking whiskey every day, for one thing. No! I mean, yeah. I should do that. I won't. I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Oh, yeah. GoFundMe. Please go check out the GoFundMe. The raffle prizes are listed below. There may be 1 or 2 added. It really just depends on a few people. If I can get in touch and find out if they're going to do that. Mike Franklin, good evening. Welcome. You just snuck in right near the end. We're thinking of rank names for the members. I have a few of them set up. And I do admit that cast strength sounds like the last rank. But what would be the 3rd? Well, let's put cast, well, might not let me. Huh, that's funny. I can call them both cast strength. I won't. Right, we have new make, single malt, cast strength as the final one, and then we have to have this third one. Oh, it's $3. I thought it was 2. Oh. So new make, $3. Single malt, $5. It's 99, which I'm just gonna round up that 1 penny. Cast strength, $10. Cast strength, $25. So we have to rename the $10 one, but we haven't decided on what. I'm trying to keep it rye. I'm trying to keep it generally whiskey related. Generally. And that third, there's one in there it's in here somewhere, but it's lost. The void. Really? I have a whole bunch of CDs I'm not using. I have cassettes. With the cleaning I've been doing today, I have found cassettes. I have them nearby. Ew. Oh, please. Moving too much stuff around. Look, they exist. BIB has been said, except it's American only. You don't see other countries and other whiskeys going bottle and bond. That's an American thing. We do things differently here. Some in the good way and some in the not so good way. This one isn't even mine. Single barrel sounds a lot like cast strength. It's almost the same thing. Depends on the proof. But single barrel is an option. I don't know. I'll figure it out. This happens to me sometimes where there's something specific that is in there and I don't know what it is. And until I find it, I'm just going to be like, no, that's not it. What do you mean? I don't know, but that's not it. It's very annoying. We have a Tools cassette here. And this is one of the things you wouldn't expect from me. Let's see if it'll show up. It's actually a mess, but it's a monk who does chanting. I remember exactly when I got this and where, which is very, very strange. I got this at a Christmas tree shop. The cassette in there is not it. It's another Tool cassette. Heated is an option. A little bit of barrel proof. Well, that's not it either. Heat is a possibility. You have to think of it as title. Like, why would you want to be this rank? Or what does this rank say about you? Are you cast strength? Are you single malt? Are you new make? Or are you... See what I mean? Oh, yes, the goodness. That's the good news. 22 years? That's such a... Cassettes are super retro. I have cassettes and I have cassettes for music and I have VHS tapes. I have so much shit. You have no idea. Some of it I don't even know if I ever watched more than once. Ridiculous. I don't want to put the word barrel in there twice. You're going to get a lot of really weird shit out of my head here. It's like, what about these two? It's like, no, they both say barrel, but... Huh? Top shelf, but I don't promote top shelf. I say go for what's good. What do you like? Keep throwing stuff at me. I don't... Oh! Hold on, Zenbird. I didn't know I could do that. Hold on. We'll just leave it at that. I don't know how I magically did that, but magically, Zenbud was the moderator, and then I clicked something, and then he wasn't. Now he is again. That was weird. Yes, congratulations on your new place. Unmod you. Jeez, I gotta be more careful. It's because it brings up a list, because when I highlight your names, just to clarify, when I highlight your names, like this, it also has a habit of bringing up another list, and I've gotten very good at avoiding it. Sometimes I forget it's there. Thankfully, it only removed him as a moderator for a moment, because there are other horrible things. Like hide user on this channel. That would be a bad thing to do. Put user in timeout. Not great. Remove. Jeez. Remove and report. Too many very dangerous options there. Anyhow, to sum up. Oh, since we're talking about memberships, if you're a member, you get access to the podcast. That is me. Demod it, you remod it, it's fine. Timeout, I think it just boots you from chat for a little bit. Here, Rob Smith, let me show you. No. You just literally get a timeout, so you will not be able to enter any chat for a bit. I think that's how it works. I've never been timed out. I don't want to time anyone else out. But that's the knock it off type thing. So you're not completely banned and you're not blocked and you're not booted. It just says, nah, you're not going to be able to talk for a bit. As I understand that. God, it's so good. I'm sorry. So good. Still itches. Ah. Anyway, memberships get access to the podcast. I do the podcast every week. It's just me talking about what this is like, being on this little weird end of things. Similar to this, similar to live streams, except it's a lot more in-depth about my own personal goings-on. Again, I live with mental health problems. Woo, it's great. Reason my apartment looks like it exploded, because I don't clean often enough. Ever. I have to actually force myself to do it. What's happening right now hasn't happened in years, and it's because I'm going to have the annual inspection tomorrow. So there's a sudden urgency about what I need to do, and I do it. If there's no urgency, that happens. It's not great. 4-leaf whiskey. Hello. Cheers. Give me your whiskey. We still need to do a swap at some point. I have to have you on a guest here someday. Mr. Great Shot. Cheers, 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 cheers. The GoFundMe is 80% completed. Don't let me forget to say that. Pin comment below. Pin comment in chat will take you there. $5 gets you one entry for a mega raffle that I do at the end of the month. 1 week from now, we'll be with a raffle. We'll be listing the names and saying who won. And that is a one-man show. I'm going to do that. It'll take a bit. And the important part that most of you want to hear is that Irene Tan will be a guest on the channel as of this Friday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm actually going to set that up early. So if I remember, big if, I will set the live stream for Friday stating that Irene Tan will be on the channel after this is over. And then I will attempt to clean up my apartment, which... I'm tempted to show you, but I'm also not going to because it's that bad. Ugh. You don't even know, folks. I may look okay right now, but wait until later. Yes, not great. Not a great situation for me right now. The thing is, I know what they're going to do. So this is the other thing. I've been here long enough to know what the annual process is. They aren't really interested in the cleanliness aspect. You know, have it, be relatively clean-ish. They don't want shit, like actual everywhere. That'd be bad. But they are only interested in the very main bits. So they will come in, they will check the lights. They will check to see that the bathrooms, the shower turns on. They'll check to see that the food disposal thing, processor, what do I call that? It's not a processor. Anyway, the thing in the sink that makes loud noise and goes brr, that works. They're just going to check to see the basics work. That's it. And then they're going to leave. And they're going to be like, it's kind of messy. It's like, yes, it is. I can't get out of bed sometimes, let alone clean. But this is the first time in a very long time I've made any kind of initial actual notable change to the way this place looks. It's been a very, very, very long time. Garbage disposal. Thank you. That's what it is. I want to say food processor. That's not it. I just don't know why that word comes in first. Blah, blah. My nose is acting up again because of the dust. So if you are interested in hearing more about this chaos that is my daily life and how I managed to do any of this, then you'd be interested in the podcast. You can become a member here on the channel. That's the easiest thing to do because you're already here. Or you can become a Patreon member, which is Patreon, which Patreon feels weird now, gotta say. I can post stuff there, but honestly, with memberships and Musings. Yeah, memberships and podcasts, it's almost the same thing. It isn't, granted. There are much bigger membership levels on Patreon. But it feels like I can do so much less there now. It used to feel like I could do a lot, but now it's been muted. It's not doing as much as it used to. They took away the lenses, so I had to shift to the podcast. And I will be doing more stuff in general on Instagram and TikTok as of next year. Because I should. One of the biggest gripes and difficulties for me is that everything can be content. And I have a very active imagination. And I'm very easily distracted. So a lot of the stuff that I do generally might be amusing to some people. My life is a joke. No. But I do have quirkiness. Like people have said that. Most of all, I like to take pictures of places and food. That's what Instagram is. You want to see what I eat and the places I go? That's that. Or announcing that I'm doing something. Threads, by the way, I don't like to promote this, but I'm on Threads now, and I'm not on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. And I won't regret that decision. So if you want to see any kind of nonsense like that, the Instagram thing. Instagram and the Threads now. Indie? What? Oh, Mr. Grayshot, I opened up my, it's turkey time soon. I just got this bottle over the weekend, like yesterday. Because my brother was giving out samples at a liquor store not too far away. So I went there and I looked around at their selection. They had a rare breed and I went, hell yeah. Turkey week, why not? There may be a little bit more humor to that later in the week. You'll see. Spicy. You son of a bitch. That's so spicy. I wouldn't want to go anywhere. Honestly. I have to clean my apartment. Ugh. Don't worry, I can go there again anytime. Ugh. Oh yes, an epic mustache. Thank you. Oh good. Irene's gonna be on the channel this Friday, so I'm good. I've already been messaging her about it, and we are officially doing the Who's What's It. Oh my neck. Oh yeah, the private tasting. Private tasting silent auction is going on. There is a link. I don't have it now again. But keep an eye on that. Right now I'm focused on the GoFundMe. GoFundMe ends on a week from now. So make sure you get your tickets in now. Share with your friends so they can get your whiskey for you even. And yeah, 80% there. Hopefully we'll get to the 100% by the end of the week. That'd be cool. Zenwood, thank you. Till next time. Kings County. Oh, that event. Oh, yeah, yeah. Byron took my well. You know what's going to happen when you talk to her and you go to her stuff. It's just a thing. All right, 8 o'clock, folks. I know it's Bourbon Night's going live now. They've got some bottles. I didn't really look into it much, but I know they're doing stuff. Irene does have a bottle that she had messed with recently. I have to ask her about that. So I might pick that up at some point, but not before I see her on Friday. But there you go, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. Don't forget, members, check for your name. I will see you out there. Beep, beep, beep. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.